Well, I guess we'll take a look ahead at some MCU movies and a little bit about Henry Cavill's Highlander and all that. Because, apparently there was some footage shown at the CinemaCon. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, let's see what we got here from our friends at Direct. Yeah. At CinemaCon 2024, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige took to the stage to showcase an exclusive sneak peek at the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine. It was during this look at the film that a scene was shown featuring a cameo from Thor using archival footage from 2013's Thor the Dark World, which isn't much of a cameo, it just means you went in and repurposed it. The sequence in question showed the mighty Asgardian crying over Deadpool's body, much like he did with Loki when the trickster faked his own death. And it all became a gimmick in Thor Ragnarok. It was all a tee-hee, yeah. But anyway, so just imagine this scene, but they just CGI'd in Deadpool instead. But it'll be this version of Thor still there because I guess they won't even have Hemsworth in the movie at all, you know. So that's all it is. Well, a little silliness, giggle tee hee. Suddenly, Deadpool reportedly runs out of the scene, looks straight at the camera, grabs a microphone, and exclaims, "Suck it, Fox! I'm going to Disneyland. Get..." Yeah. So I don't know where would they fit it in, but there's going to be multiverse shenanigans in the movie, so I guess this would be another incident of it. Or is that just done for a teaser purpose? Yeah. Suck it, Fox, I'm going to Disneyland. Well, Fox is a part of Disney now, so you're not really going anywhere. So elsewhere in the expletive-laden sizzle reel for Deadpool and Wolverine, Wade Wilson is shown working as a used car salesman alongside fellow X-Force member Peter. In the locker room, the two reminisce about the glory days of superheroing. But on the topic of putting the suit back on, Wade simply says, "I'm done," despite obviously not being happy with where his life took him. Then Wade walks into a surprise party being held for his birthday, as was seen in the Super Bowl teaser trailer, what have you. So, of course, you got returning characters from the other two movies and all that stuff. Another silly fourth wall breaking line from Wade. So anyway, following the party scene, Wayne opens the door to his apartment only to come face to face with the TVA Minutemen from the Loki series. Don't worry if you didn't watch that series. I'm sure the movie will give you some explanation. Hey, these guys protect time and stuff. And that's all they'll have to do. So Wade is shown sitting across the table from Matthew McFadden's Mr. Paradox, who informs Mr. Poole that the TVA is a sort of, well, there you go. See, they explain the whole thing. So it's then that Deadpool figures out that he's being sent to the MCU. Various clips from past Marvel Cinematic Universe projects are shown on monitors. Wade is especially amazed to see Steven Rogers' Captain America. Wilson gets gussied up in a brand new supersuit courtesy of the TVA's in-house tailor. He also receives a pair of adamantium katanas. The footage then cuts to Deadpool and Wolverine or Jackman's Wolverine in a car as Logan asks Wade, "What's with the suit?" Wade retorts that friends don't let friends leave the house looking like they played for the Los Angeles Rams. Jeez. None of these sound funny. Maybe there's better stuff in it. But anyway, additionally, at one point in the preview, Wilson wonders if his jaunt into the MCU will have gratuitous cameos. And of course it will. Most notably Hugh Jackman himself, who will be a co-star, so not really a cameo. But how many others? Well, it's been confirmed, Sabretooth will make an appearance in there. Apparently doesn't make it out alive. What else? Toad will be back, and Pyro apparently will be there, and who else? Oh, we don't know. With the promise of gratuitous cameos, as Deadpool himself put it, the sky could really be the limit regarding the Marvel Studios pulled into the past. Cyclops, Storm, Professor X have all been heavily speculated to appear, but nothing has been confirmed. Yeah, they'll probably be in there. So anyway, there you go. that's it. They showed a little bit more footage beyond the Super Bowl trailer. Don't know how Deadpool death scene with Thor will play out, but whatever. The point is he's going to be messing around with the MCU, and this can get the ball rolling for their inevitable reboot. And they'll blame it all on Deadpool, I guess. So anyway, meanwhile, the other great Marvel movie that's been delayed and reshot so much you won't see it till next year, apparently. But Harrison Ford is recasting the Thunderbolt, General Thunderbolt Ross character because, well, John Hurt died. So, CinemaCon attendees were shown the first footage from Captain America Brave... Did I say Thunderbolts? I'm sorry. Maybe because his middle name is Thunderbolt. No, not the Thunderbolts. Captain America Brave New World. Sorry about that. So there's some scenes here of when Harrison Ford's General Ross shows up. So the scene saw press crowding at the White House, where Ford makes his first appearance as Ross. Sam Wilson stands with him, and the two have a conversation. "Wilson," Ross says, showing that he has a lollipop. Thunderbolt explains that it is the doctor's orders. Sam proceeds to make a meta joke about the change in General Ross' actor, saying, "I'm not used to the new look." Thunderbolt then tells Sam, "What you did in Mexico really opened my eyes. I want Captain America to rebuild the Avengers." Deadline reports that Sam questions Ross about what happens if they don't see eye to eye on the decisions for his team, which of course call back to Civil War. In a new scene, Ford Ross is giving a presentation to an audience, which includes Isaiah Bradley. Ross references a recent discovery of the millennia seemingly found by Captain America and Joaquin Torres. He was the sword agent, I guess, in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. On a recent mission, the two are both present. Suddenly, Isaiah and a Secret Service agent seem to be triggered by a word reminiscent of Bucky Barnes. So they've been programmed to become assassins. I guess they attack Ross or what have you, or try to assassinate the president, which I think Ross is the president in this one. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, there you go. But that's the first image of him in the movie. Not an image of him being the Red Hulk, but I'm guessing that'll be the case eventually. But whatever the great discovery is, oh boy, you'll just have to wait. Chances are they don't even know yet either as they continue to reshoot it. So who knows? Whatever footage, will we even see this scene? Well, wait and see. Finally, this is interesting. Just some packaging that shows finally seeing Hugh Jackman in the Wolverine mask. So that's pretty cool. Finally got him in the thing. He'll probably only have it on for a couple of seconds in the movie, but still, you know, and that's kind of nice. Meanwhile, former Superman Henry Cavill was talking up Highlander, and that's been announced some time ago, and it's finally underway. So the actor known for swinging his sword in Netflix The Witcher series, but Cavill told the crowd, who was made up of movie theater professionals, that the action in Highlander will be better and bigger. "If you thought you'd seen me do sword work before, you haven't seen anything yet," he said. Cavill continued, "I'm a lover of the original movies, for better or for worse, and it's one of those things where, when I was reading the script for the first time, I wasn't quite too sure where they were going to go with it." Cavill added about the original movies, maybe they forgot the T, that they touched on the lore and teases the reboot. "But my goodness, me oh my, we are going deep into these characters." So some nods to the different versions of it, I guess, between the TV series and the movies. I mean, ultimately the first was the best of the batch and all of that. So, you know, and this is fan art for the poster or whatnot. You know, best of luck to Cavill. I think he got screwed over quite royally in the whole Superman business, but nevertheless, Perhaps this will work out. His World of Warcraft thing might work out for him. Had often thought a good character, if he couldn't have Superman, would be James Bond, but that's more than likely never going to happen. If it didn't happen now, I guess, what's his name? Aaron Johnson's going to get it, or has already. I haven't kept up with it. It's too bad, because if you haven't seen that Man from U.N.C.L.E. movie that he was in, it bombed, but it was pretty good. And thought Cavill would make a good Bond. But that's not an option either. The other character in sword and sorcery fantasy stories would have been Conan the Barbarian. I think he could have handled that really well. And it's always going to gnaw at me when they had a shot for a cool Conan the Barbarian series on Amazon Prime, but Jennifer Salke shit canned that and decided to go with Wheel of Time. And then that god-awful Rings of Power series. Oof. Don't know that Cavill would have had anything to do with it, but still, that would have been an interesting thing for him to tackle as well. But more than likely, that also will never happen. So maybe he'll make something of Highlander. It's just, Highlander is going to be seen as a remake, reboot type thing. When you have continuous serial characters like Superman, James Bond, or Conan, it's a little different. There's always going to be some interpretation of those. Although since Schwarzenegger's run at it, no one's really been able to breathe life into Conan for an ongoing thing. But nevertheless, one of those vehicles, it would have been interesting to see him do something with it. But the times we live in, keeps messing it all up. But hopefully, maybe Highlander will be the big thing. I don't know. Maybe that'll work out well. We'll see. But anyway, there you go. That's some of the highlights that was at the CinemaCon. And I'm sure there'll be other details shortly. But that's what I got. So how about that, huh? Yeah, well.